Hello and welcome. Avion here to playing another Random Studios test game. Really chewing through these because it's fairly easy for me to do so. Especially as I'm working on other things such as figuring out my streaming schedule and just fixing a lot of stuff on the side. Today we'll be going over the Horrorscope. Ooh. It's time to be like the fucking high school teen girls that are comparing horoscopes and zodiac signs. Who do you match with based on what month you were born in? And that kind of funny stuff. I quite like my zodiac sign. It's a fucking Cancer. I like that I could just be like, oh yeah, what was your sign? Yeah, I'm fucking Cancer. And also crabs are cute. That you can. Literally, you've just been going, like, bomb the top from the list off the Steam store. I forget exactly what I got on this one. Anyway. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. Whee! That is a daily occurrence I live with. Urban violence. Anyway. That just went right across the street. Okay. We all want a positive outcome. We don't always get what we want, however. What you'll find here may be disturbing. The truths you uncover. Do you want the truth? Yeah. If you're sure, then continue. The process is very simple. In theory, just answer a long series of questions. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of mind that you do not have. Oh yeah, it's got similar lines. Call it natural English. Natural intuition. A sixth sense, if you will. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain working as a defense mechanism. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we'll be unlocking some substantial information today, most likely information that you could regret learning. Ready, set, go. Are you afraid of the dark? No, I'm afraid of what's in the dark. Would you consider yourself to be a loner? I have plenty of friends. I love to be with my family, but I do enjoy my alone time. And especially if I'm going out and doing stuff on my own, I generally am just by myself. Do you ever feel alone, even when in a crowd? Yes. The physical presence of people around you does not equate to not feeling alone. If you knew the date of your best friend's death, would you tell them? No. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes. Are you uncomfortable in deep, open water? No, but there is a sense of, I guess, vertigo. That when you look down and all you see is black because you're in, like, the fucking ocean. It's a little spooky. But it's also, like, thrilling. So I can't tell if it's probably just the adrenaline at that point because of fear. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. If you could give up your friends to become rich and famous, would you? Nah. I've always said this. Money is not important. What you can get with the money is important. And I like my friends. I made the coffee too sweet. I only added a little sugar. If you looked into a crystal ball, it saw that the love of your life was going to hurt you badly. Would you leave them? How do I say this? Been there, done that. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be courageous? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a shallow person? Nah. Because shallow just means you're very, like, there's not a lot of depth to you, and you see, I make too many people laugh from my mental trauma to ever consider myself shallow. Do you fear the unknown? No. Like, just because I am afraid of what's in the dark does not mean I'm afraid of what I don't know. What you don't know will definitely fucking kill you, but it's not something to be feared, it's just something to learn and understand of. Yes. Yeah. Does answering or ringing your phone give you anxiety? Fuck yes. If you found a suitcase full of money, would you keep it? I'm going to say no. And the reason I'm going to say no is because there is very much a reason that suitcase full of money is there. And I don't feel like getting killed because I took someone else's money that they were going to pick up from this drop. So, no. Does the name John mean anything to you? It's like a biblical name. John 1017. Like, you think of Master Chief. I guess it means some things. Would you consider yourself to be a maniac? Nah. Do you get bored easily? Yes. You ever take dangerous and unnecessary risks? Okay. Find dangerous and unnecessary. I'm trying to think. I don't think accidentally crossing a red light counts. This is like more relevant when I was like knee deep in my depression. Mostly because when you're into that gray zone and you can't feel anything, your sense of self-preservation is shot, and you can basically just like walk into a firing range without thinking about it if you're not paying attention. And I've definitely almost got hit by cars when I was in that state. But again, it's not now. But if I was to say, like, do I enjoy, like, doing potentially dangerous sports? I would say, like, if you rode a motorcycle, you should say yes to this, for example. I rode a bicycle. It's not as bad, but it's still just as dangerous. And I like snowboarding. I like skiing. I like things that could very easily, if I fuck up, my bones are broken. My bones, they ain't gonna last against me smacking full bore into a tree, you know. I'm gonna say yes. Would you consider yourself to be a thrill seeker? No, because while I like to do those things, I do it safely. That's how I haven't gone in the hospital yet. I'm very casual about the thrilling things that I've done. I don't remember I've been on a zip line before. That was fun. No. It's like I don't go out of my way to get into these motions. It's just that if opportunity arises, I'm just like, fuck it, we ball, let's go. Alright, so I'm saying no. I don't seek it, but if the opportunity arises, I do it. When you die, would you like to be cremated? Yes. And I would love to tell my friends to, like, take the ashes and put it in the like, most extravagant blunt you can and chief that shit. Honor my death with your last high. Oh, wait, hopefully not your last high. But if that was not an option, personally, I don't really care what happens to my body after I'm dead. As long as it is, like, treated fairly, in a sense. In which case, I mean, just like, don't let it just rot, right? Like, process it, properly dispose of the body in a way that is beneficial. So I know there's some people that do that thing where, like, their body just, like, turns into, like, a fertilizer slurry for a plant, and I'd be like, oh, that's fine, do that for a tree. Do that for a cool tree. But then there might be something to be said of, like, if I had a significant other, if I had a wife at that time, I would like to be buried with her. But I don't know if I'd be able to convince her to be like, yeah, let's become corpse slurry, and this is our tree. So at that point, if I have wife, I would probably go with what she wants. I could be heavily swayed on this, but currently, yes, it's fine. Would you ever kill an animal under any circumstances? Yes, I have. I consider bugs animals, and I would most definitely kill things bigger than a bug if I had to for this, that, and the other. It just, you know, you can't live your life without killing something. So, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a romantic? Well, you see, I spent 4 years unsuccessfully pining after this one chick, and that just kind of fell through. But I have written so much poetry, done so much singing, done a whole lot of that other kind of stuff, and things may not have ever worked out like how I have desired from like how in a lot of games and a lot of stories, it's like, oh, if you truly love this person, if it's just the power of love, it'll work. Things will work. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I still like to believe in it. I still like to think it's a possibility. So yeah, I have to say yes. It just hasn't happened for me yet. Are you a jealous person? Jealous person? Nah. I don't particularly care. Would you consider yourself to be an empathetic person? Yes, much to my annoyance. Like, my state of being will accidentally mirror what's happening around me. I've had to close myself off to prevent this from happening too much, but if someone is agitated, I have a problem of not only mirroring the emotion around me, but how to say, focusing it? No. Multiplying it. I guess that's a good way of saying it. Multiplying it. So if someone's slightly angry at me, I will mirror it and be even more enraged at them. If that makes sense. If someone is sad around me, and I am, like receptive to them like I was the anger, they may not be crying, but I might suddenly be crying for them. So I've generally learned to like try to close myself off from how other people feel, but that's generally what happens. Because sympathy, the difference between like empathy and sympathy is pity in better in more or less words. And it is possibly like a bit of a game of semantics, but empathy means you feel what that other person is feeling. For me, that other person's sad, I feel sad. Not sad for them, I am sad because they are sad, and I'm going to cry for them. Or I'm going to be angry because of them. I do remember funny moments where someone was picking on my buddy, and I just went straight for their throat because they were harassing my buddy. And my buddy's like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't like how he was talking to you. And I just kind of moved without thinking. Yeah, yes. Do you like animals more than people? Yes. Are you a virgin? Nope. I didn't have the best of experiences. There's a fucking cigarette asset for this one. None of it was pleasant. Not that I don't like sex, it's just it's not, I didn't have it with the right person, I believe. Fuck hookup culture. Because, like, I remember it happened because, like, I thought, like, oh, I'm a guy, I'm, like, past 25, I should, this is what I want, right? Nah, it was just kind of meh. So I've had, as I would say, loveless sex. I've not had like actual, like, passionate, romantic, like, yeah. This is all very interesting. Do you love your mother? Yes, I would consider my mother to be an angel. Like, as close as you could for people and humans, anyway. My mother to me is a saint. Do you love your father? Yes, although I do consider him a demon and he is now dead, I do. He was like the inverse of my mother, and he was that kind of like whole stereotypical daddy's belt, alcoholic, a father that beat the shit out of you. Did I hate him? No. Have I forgiven him? Yes. Do I still love him? Yeah, he's my dad. He didn't do anything completely unforgivable. He didn't kill any of us, even though he apparently came close to doing it, to killing my mother. But I do love my father. And I loved him enough to at least go to his funeral, and I loved him enough to have his ring with my necklace. And to at least include him in some way, shape, or form, even if it's with, like, jabs and jokes here and there. So yes. Do you enjoy taking long, relaxing walks? I love taking enthusiastic walks in the middle of the night through the woods. Don't you, Alucard? Yes. Although, now that I think about it, I can only really enjoy my enthusiastic walks because I'm a guy. If I was a girl, I would no way fuck do that by myself. It's just kind of, perceptive of how urban reality is. I'm a big dude. People don't fuck with me. Especially since I try to give off the passiveness of a kind giant, as it were. Is Halloween one of your favorite holidays? Fuck yes it is. I mean, Look at me. Do you believe in a higher power of any kind? Yes, I grew up Christian. I've read the Bible. I make notes in the Bible. I don't like anything that I feel is too restrictive, or how do I say this? It takes away your freedom and makes you feel like you're in a cult. Or like I don't like it being forced into anything. So when, I remember when I was going to church recently. We were doing Bible study and stuff like that, and then one day when we finished our Bible study at Denny's, they wanted me to go share my faith with some people outside. I'm looking at them, I'm like, motherfucker, it's the middle of the night, and you want me to go up to random people on the street and tell them about Jesus? Are you mentally sound? You know how fucking creepy that is? Anyway, so I stopped going to that church, which just kind of made me sad, because other than that, they were generally nice people, and there was a sense of fellowship and all of that stuff, but it's like, I ain't about that at all, man. I ain't about going up to random people in the middle of the night and preaching the word of God when I know that it's the middle of the night and all I'm going to do is creep them the fuck out. Have some self-awareness. So, anyway, I believe in a higher power. How it shows itself is up to debate. There has to be something, considering there's like all religions point to it, and even though I like follow Christianity and follow Jesus and all that stuff, I don't think it is fair to denounce anyone else's religion. I'm probably considered like a bit of a, well, I forget what the word is. I'm probably very blasphemous to my own religion. Yeah. But I mean, that's just how I am. But yes. If Satan were watching your every move and you knew it, would you feel uncomfortable? Nah. I mean, if he wants to watch every move, that means he's watching me checking off, and I mean, or he's talked how I said about this about like ghosts and stuff. It's just whatever. I like, enjoy the show, fuckface. I don't know what you're planning to get out of this, but I mean, get your rocks off, I guess. Just don't make me actually aware of it, or interrupt me. Please do not. Anyway, do you partake in any form of drug activity? We could consider alcohol a drug, I guess, and we could also consider medications, you know, like, even though they're prescribed, they're also drugs. But have I partaken in like recreational drugs besides alcohol? But like weed or anything like that? No. I've just never had the interest, and I am previously, like I said, in the military, well, at least for now, and I, you know, want to pass the funny whiz quiz. Gotta pass the PP test. Gotta drink my water and study up and not pop, you know. So, no, I don't. Would I in the future? Maybe. Probably as like a just curiosity. If you make it your whole personality, you're just. I'm sorry. You drink alcohol, yes. I will say I drink alcohol very, very rarely. It's like socially. And I don't remember the last time I drank alcohol. I want to say it was sometime this year, maybe January. Maybe. Okay, now I remember. The last time I drank alcohol, it was with my buddy because he was going to leave and go back home to wherever the fuck else state it is outside of California. And we went to go get sushi, and I had this like apple sake, hot. I drank that. That was it. I also didn't get drunk, but I also, even though I don't drink often, I can hold my liquor very well. Potentially due to some Irish somewhere from my granddad's side of my mom's, you know, whatever. Also a big dude. Do you have any sexual fetishes or fantasies that you'd consider bizarre or uncommon? Do clown? Do... Does Clussy count? Goth Clussy? Fairies? I'll say yes. I'll say yes. You don't need me to extrapolate. I'll just say yes. Honk honk. Very interesting. Do you thrive under pressure? Nah. If you could end the world with a push of the button, would you do it? Yes. Wait, deja vu. Do you sometimes hope for the coming of a zombie apocalypse? No. I like my family being alive. Have you ever killed an animal? Deja vu? Yes. If you had to resort to cannibalism to survive, would you be able to? Yes. I just would not want to eat person brain because I'd be scared of the prions things. Do you like guns? Yes. Do you like knives or other bladed tools or weaponry? Yes, I usually like to keep it sharp around me because you never know when you need it to open something. Do you like blunt objects such as hammers or bats? I prefer them because I don't really like the, how do I say this? I like impact force more than I do, like, penetrative power of, like, a blade. To me, it just feels more, multi-purpose to have something that'll just strike with force and fuck somebody up. Both that way and internally. I like the shock damage, I guess you could say, that's is around the concussive force of, say, a fucking hammer. Do you believe in aliens? Motherfucker. Okay. I'll blow your mind right now. Look at the sky. We have a sun. That's one star. Okay. Sun, star. Look at space. Stars. One sun. I can't count how many stars those are. Stars. I'm gonna say there's gotta be fucking something out there. Is that intelligent? Fuck if I know. But can I fuck it? That's the real question. And that's why I wanted to become an astronaut when I was younger. To go out there and fuck aliens. But, I mean, you know. Yes. Theoretically, if you had the opportunity to go to space on an alien vessel, would you go? This is implying I have the opportunity. Space. If you could leave Earth and go to space and return again, would you leave? No. I want a family. Do you know that over 20% of koala bears have chlamydia? Yes, actually. That one was really relevant, I just thought it was interesting. Koalas are fucking smooth-brained and one of the most retarded creatures I've ever heard of existing. You can put eucalyptus leaves, which is poisonous, but they've developed to eat it anyway because fuck it, we're a koala. You can put it on a plate in front of them. And they're not going to eat it. Because they don't know that that is food, because it's not on a branch. Are you alone right now? Yes. Are you sure? Probably. You get starstruck easily. Nah. Have you ever said a prayer? Yes. I suck at praying, though. Do you believe in magic? Okay, this is gonna be a weird one. If there is magic, magic is just the word used for something that you cannot scientifically prove. I consider having a phone in my pocket that connects me to all the vastness of human knowledge via the fucking internet and plays music and lights up and has the ability to take fucking pictures to be pretty goddamn magical. Okay. I think our technology is very magical, and the only reason that we do not consider it magical is because we're too, what's the word? Disillusioned? Or, I don't know, what's the word when you, like, we're too exposed to it to never really think about it and consider the whimsy of how fucking cool stuff is around us. So, yes, I do believe in magic. Do you believe in angels? Yes, I've said this before. Do you believe in demons? Yes. If you knew you could summon a demon, would you do it? Can I... What kind of demon would it be? Would it be a succubus? Would it be... Could I summon a demon waifu? I'm gonna say no. Speaking of demons, have you played other games released by random studio? Yes. Good for you. That's why you're my favorite. Oh, thanks, Alice. Alright. Now that a shameless plug is over, let us continue. If you could travel back in time, would you? No. And now Alice also explains it another way. Even if I could change things that have happened in the past, the things that have happened in the past made me who I am today. Therefore, I would never want to change anything in the past, because I wouldn't know if changing anything in the past would lead into there being a different version of me today, or me losing the friends that I've made across the fucking dumbass journey I have of flying off the edge of my seat, fucking ass to the wind, not knowing where the fuck I'm going, as I have been. But I wouldn't want to lose any of those friends. So yeah, I would not travel back in time. If you could travel forward in time, would you? This is like the same problem, but like more weird. So no. Do you like horror movies? Yes, I quite like Annihilation. Would you consider yourself to be evil? Evil and good is all about perspective, but let's just say like genuinely evil, like kicking puppies and shit. No. Would you consider anyone to be evil? Yes. 1% of the population are sociopaths, which means that out of 100% of people that you have encountered in your life, you've met at least one sociopath. Chances are, you speak to a few of them on a daily basis. Did you know that? Yes, one of them's like in my family. Like it's just you don't have the capability of feeling any sort of empathy or understanding at all what it would be like for another person. Like you can't imagine that. You can't do that. That's not like it doesn't mean you're like a psycho murderer or someone. It's just a thing. Anyway. Yes. You think you could potentially be a sociopath? Considering what I said about the empathy earlier, no. It's better to kill than to be killed. Do you agree? Yes. You think that stealing from big corporations is acceptable? I'm not gonna go too hard. I'm gonna say no, mostly because if you steal from them, all you're really doing is annoying the people that work there that have nothing at all to do with what you're doing. So no. I'm also the kind of person that, like, currently I'm working like a register, and the other people I work with the register is we're at like this thing where like, you know, we'll like, oh no, this thing is like a dented can. I guess we can't sell it, I might as well take it. Right? They do that sort of thing. I cannot for the life of me take anything without scanning it and actually paying for it. Even if I'm by myself in that shop. My conscience does not allow me to steal directly like that. Like, I will tactically acquire things. Like, if something has been abandoned, I'm more willing to take it. And if I ever find out what that abandoned object belonged to, and they came looking for it, well, you know, then you give it to them. It's just as simple as that. You give it back to them. But, it's kind of like... I kind of like a bit more like a hood rule on that one. It's just finders keepers. So, but when it comes to like directly taking something from something that you know you're not supposed to, my brain cannot. I mean, myself, as a kid, it was a little different, but now, no. You think stealing from corporations is acceptable? No. Are you afraid of anyone in your life? No. Like, if I was afraid of anyone, then I'm just afraid of the vague idea of people and how technically anyone that is also another human has the complete utter capability to also kill you. I mean, that's just fun. Do you enjoy gambling? Nah. I have gambled. I just don't enjoy it. Fucking 8 grand order. Are you afraid of spiders? No. Do you believe in legend? I've had this question before. No. Do you believe in vampires? No? I don't know why I'm thinking about this more. I think it's that more because there's a lot more, like, historic myth about it. I'm gonna say nah. Werewolves? Nah. Do you have an addictive personality? No. Do you like to cook? Yes. However, if I'm ever proven wrong on the prior ones, can I get a big werewolf girl to come and infect me, and then we can do it like on the Discovery Channel? Would you say that you're a confident person? I fake confidence. And it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm by myself, my confidence is 0. But if I have to be confident to help someone else, then it's going to fucking absolutely skyrocket. Kind of like the mom override or the dad override, or like, if it's to stand up for someone else, if it's to protect something or help someone, yes, absolutely, most confident person in the fucking world. And I don't quite know what that is, but to me, that just, to me, I feel like it's very, thinking about it abstractly, I'm like, that's pretty damn manly. And I want to embody that more whenever I think about it like that, so I just say yes. Do you think you're physically attractive? I have been told I am cute. By many people. So I can't say no. Do you think you'd make a good romantic partner? Yeah, probably. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? Nope. Do you suffer from anxiety? Yes, I take medications. Do you suffer? Yep, pills. Do you exercise daily? Yes. Do you stay hydrated frequently? Yes. Are you afraid of drowning? No. Which is funny, you think I should be, because I did have some drowning experiences as a kid, but hey, I'm still alive and I'm not afraid of the water. Are you afraid of a home invasion? No. But I would like to have a gun if I did have a home invasion, because I want to shoot the fucker. Have you ever broken a bone? No. If a killer in your house, would you run or fight? Yes? No? What? I don't remember this question. And also, like, how do I answer yes or no to this? Is no run? Is yes fight? Okay. My house, if it's just me and my valuables, I don't give a shit, I'm running. But if it's me, my friends, my family, my fucking cat, I'm fighting. Your house was on fire and you can safely get out, but in order to save your family or pets, you'd have to venture back and sacrifice your life to save theirs. Would you do it? Yes. No question. But it's basically like, would I run back into the house to save my cat? Even if I may live for another 40 years, but the cat may live for another 2. I'm like, I'm sorry, my emotions will not be able to handle or process that information at the time. I'm running in to get my cat. Sorry. If you contracted a fatal, incurable disease that only gave you 3 years left to live, would you try to pass it on to someone else intentionally? Why the fuck? No. If you're being haunted by an evil spirit, would you continue to stay in the house? Yes. I mean, are they attached to the house? Are they attached to me? I don't know. Yeah? Unless I'm told that they're not attached to me, then I'm fucking dipping. If I told you that you're currently being haunted by an evil spirit, would you believe me? Dad, go stare at, like, college girl panties or something. I don't know. That, nah. Is money one of your favorite things? Nope. Do you like quiet and relaxing music? Occasionally. Do you enjoy loud, aggressive music? Yes. Are you afraid of dolls? No. Once bitten, twice shy. Do you agree with this expression? Yes. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yes. Do you believe in the idea of soulmates? Yes. Have you ever had a one-night stand? Yes. You shouldn't. That's bad. Very, very bad. One-night stand. Hookup culture is fucking awful. And I would never go back, but I have. You have a sweet tooth. Yes, but I made this coffee way too damn sweet. Do you enjoy a bit of drama and chaos life? Fuck no. You like fire? Yes, it's pretty. Is there anything that you're passionate about in life? Hey. Would you consider yourself to be a gentle person? Yes. Are you afraid of conflict? Yeah? I think so. Have any of these questions made you nervous? No. They just made me sigh in exasperation. Am I feeling relaxed at this moment? Yeah. Do you think anyone hates you? Probably. Do you hate anyone in particular? No. Mostly because I feel like hate is a very strong word, and I've probably had that beaten into me from my mother, because she also liked to say that she hated using the word hate, right? If you hated someone, then basically if you saw them, you would basically pull your gun and shoot. I don't hate anyone like that. I might aggressively dislike someone. I might not want to be around some people, but I don't hate them. You know? Anyway, are you prone to holding grudges? Nah. Forgive, but never yes. Everything happens for a reason. Do you agree with the statement? Yes, but mostly because it's like... Weep, 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 weep. Sirens. Everything happens for a reason means, to me, that not that like there's like a sort of fate thing going on, it's just that it's a reminder that the world around you is always constantly happening. And if something happens, there is still a reason for it to happen. And just, yeah. So, yes. Do you like explosions? Fuck yes. Do you enjoy the smell of burning firewood? Yes. Are you afraid of flying? No, I've been on a plane a few times. Are you afraid of driving? Yes, I do need to learn how to drive, though. Do you think that war between nations is healthy? No. I can see what you mean, and I get the sentiment about it, but I just can't on principle say yes. Even as someone that has been in the military. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. Do you ever dream about being chased? Yes. Do you ever dream about hurting someone else? No. No. See, this is funny. So, I had the things, right? It was like, would you consider yourself to be a gentle person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a violent person? Yes. Now, how do I reason that out to you? Well, you see, I like that one saying. It's like, you cannot be a peaceful person unless you are capable of extreme violence. If you are incapable of extreme violence, you're not peaceful, you're harmless. I am not harmless. But I want to be a gentle person. So, when people make me not be gentle, they tend to get the shit scared out of them. It's kind of funny. If I were to tell you that hell was coming for you, would you know what it meant? Nah, not really. The answer to these questions could supernaturally predict potential fates. Would you believe it and use it as a cautionary procedure to change your future and save your own life? Nah. That's rather unfortunate. Would you consider yourself to be incredibly self-aware? Unfortunately, it's fucking annoying. Socially anxiety people. Good. I would like to say the good people are technically more self-aware. And when you're self-aware, you're also very self-critical, and you also probably have depression. I'm sorry. But told you the mirrors were a gateway to another realm, would you believe me? Nah. Can you feel something watching you right now? No. They're not watching me right now, they're watching me in the future. Can you hear the whispers yet? Nope. Do you feel cold? Nope. Do you feel uneasy? Nope. Do you feel like something is coming? I'm glad you came. If something were coming, do you have an idea of what it might be? No. Do you enjoy the taste of blood? Yes, actually. Would you rather bleed out than to be set on fire? Yes, I would. Is this even a question? Do you know how much fire fucking hurts? That said, I have caught my hand on fire once. As like a child, I threw a firework. Wait, I think it's deja vu. Anyway, as a child, I threw a firework and it caught the center of my hand on fire. I was like, oh, that's neat. And then I blew it out. And absolutely nothing happened. So I've fortunately not had extreme burns, but just no. No. You'll pass out, you'll get fatigued, you'll get tired, and won't know when you die when you've been set on fire. I mean, when you bleed out. When you're set on fire, oh boy, you know you're dying. You know this is fuck. I don't want to boil alive in my own fat. Okay. Yeah, bleed out. Would you help your best friend cover up a murder they committed? I would hope that they wouldn't try to implicate me. Okay. I would not help them, but I would not go against them unless I thought they were in the wrong, you see. I think I would just be like, leave me the fuck out of this. I didn't hear anything. No. You think about death often? Probably. But I think that's just the depression. You think you'd survive if you had to fight off a pack of wolves barehanded? Okay. There's a pack of wolves. There's me. Probably in a forest. If... Wolves are fucking huge, but wolves also don't like humans. I probably don't have a way to set anything on fire. So since I don't have a way to set anything on fire, I'm going to die. If I can make fire, I can tell them to fuck off. So, no. And for anyone thinking, oh, I could take the wolves. The wolf is not the size of a fucking husky. The wolf is huge, dude. Wolves are big. They're not like the size of a dog. Did you stay overnight in a haunted house by yourself if someone dared to do it? Yeah, why not? If someone were trying to kill you, do you think you could take their life? You could take their life? Yeah. It's kind of trained for that. If your mother turned into a zombie, do you think you'd have... Yes. I would... Do not get me wrong. I would be a hysterical fucking sobbing mess. But I'd do it. If there's a hell, do you think you're going there? Yes. Have you ever attempted to contact spirits? Kind of. Do you consider prievious games? I'll just say this. Have you had the... So, yeah, it's called an intrusive thought. It's annoying. Also intrusive thought. Yes. If you were a witness to a murder and the killer threatened you if you told anyone, would you go to the police? Yeah. Have you ever seen a ghost or anything similar? Yes. If you come back as a ghost, would you choose to haunt someone and make their life hell? How did I die? It's not saying I am, it's saying would I do that? Like, would I do that under any circumstances? And there's some circumstances that, yeah. You can make a deal with the devil in exchange for your soul. Would you take the opportunity to make a deal? What am I trading for and no? If someone were hiding in your room right now, and they told you exactly where they were, would you go check? Nah. Are you concerned that someone might be hiding in your room currently? Nope. You were worried that someone might be living in your house without your knowledge? Nope. Are you afraid of leaving your feet hanging off the edge of the bed as you sleep at night? No. I also sleep on the floor. Kind of. I sleep on a mattress on the floor. I don't really have like much to hang off the bed. Have your feet ever been pulled while you're sleeping? Nope. Have you ever felt like you were falling on it? Yes, that's called a hypnic jerk. It's where you're about to fall asleep, but your brain kind of thinks like your heart slowed down too fast, so the brain thinks you're dying, so it tries to shock you to make sure you don't die. It's a funny thing that happens. But anyway. Anyway, it usually happens when you're trying to fall asleep, so yes. It's usually called hypnic jerk. You realize that you might be incredibly fucked up? Yes. Yes, I have. But, like, that's my whole family. I am cut from the same cloth. If you were crazy, you wouldn't know you were crazy. You understand? Yes. I was crazy once. They put me in a room full of rats. The rats made me crazy. If you could read people's minds and know exactly what everyone was thinking at all times, would you allow yourself that? Fuck no, that'd be exhausting. If you could rob a bank and get away with it, would you do it? This implies I got away with it. I'm gonna say no, just because that sounds exhausting. If you could turn invisible, would you spy on people? No? I was trying to think, like... I wasn't thinking on, like, yes, I would. No, I was trying to think, like... Is there anyone I would even want to? No? I have no, like, particular reason. I don't feel any need to go watch people jack off as if some sort of ghost. Are you afraid of death? Nah, it's an eventuality. Does the thought that you might be nothing after our life bother you? It is what it is. Fuck it, I lived the best I could. Does the thought that you might be afterlife bother you? Nah. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. Are you afraid of being lied to by the ones you love? Triple yes. You think the ones around you would betray you? No. But you technically also you never think that until it happens. You have a hard time trusting people? Not really. Do you feel alone in the crowd? Yes. You feel like you understand others fairly well, but others have a difficult time of understanding you. Yes, and then I found out I had the autism. It's not even a joke. But this does explain why my best friend I had since I was 11, who I knew for the longest time, was autistic. It was the most person that understood me. So, yeah. You feel slightly more comfortable at this point. Yeah, sure. You feel safe, yes. You feel like you could be easily fooled by loved ones, yes. Do you enjoy being dominated? No. You enjoy dominating other people? Are you asking me what I think? Yes. If you could live like royalty, would you? Nah. You could travel anywhere the world once, instantly, and for free, but you may never return to that particular place again once you left. Would you do it? Okay, so I'm thinking what this question is saying is that I could go somewhere, anywhere, but I may never be able to return to that particular place again. So I can go, when my person went really small, I can go to that place once. So I would pick a place that spoke English and that I would never have any plan of visiting regularly. And I would just do it for the hell of it. Do you believe in time travel? No? I think something again. Until otherwise proven. And I see my son come to me from the future and be like, hey Dad, it's this girl. This is gonna be Mom. I'm like, oh shit. How the fuck do I find her? Yeah, I'll just be like, okay, thank you. Thanks, kid. Goodbye. Oh, what? I did read that. I'm still. Oh no. Would you choose to sleep inside a coffin? Yeah, I could. You could chop off one of your hands or feet to escape from a killer. Would you do it? Yes. Does the sight of blood make you feel squeamish? No. Also, going back to the chopping off the feet thing. There's a thing of adrenaline and sense of death that's going to very drastically numb the pain. And two, I have stitched myself together with a needle and thread and no painkillers. I just use this as an example to like tell people as like a this is the yardstick I'm measuring with, okay? I'm measuring stitching myself up with nothing to numb it. So, could I do that? Yeah. It's why I probably mentioned it a lot of times in these videos, but it's just, that's my yardstick, the stitching. Yeah. Does the sight of blood make you feel squeamish? No. I've also donated blood a few times. Your doll is haunted, would you buy it? Like, am I actively buying it because it's haunted? No. Would you consider yourself to be superstitious? I was, am, and soon will not be in the Navy. I grew up in a religious household with a mother who liked to dabble in occult bullshit. Yes, I might have a few superstitions. Do I believe in them fully? I just feel like it's things I do for good luck. And just as like a nice practice and what's the word? It helps. Like, it makes you feel like you did something. A lot of superstitions, when you follow them, they give you some peace of mind. So that's why I still do them. I'm only a little stitchish. I'm not even sorry. That reference was worth it. I'm sorry, that fell flat in the guy. Just the thought of being put in a straitjacket make you feel uncomfortable. Not really. Would you ever walk through a graveyard just for fun? Yes. I mean, I was like an emo teen boy with like long hair and black eyes and black nail polish and started yada yada. I was a bit of an emo kid. And I still like the goth aesthetic, and my character looks like I'm from fucking Halloween Town. Yes, I would like to go through a graveyard. Would you try human flesh once to see what it tastes like? Yes. Do you believe in voodoo? Yes, stay the fuck away from it. Is it voodoo or is it hoodoo? It's one of them that's worse. One of them that's worse. I forget which one though. If I told you that there's a voodoo doll that looks just like you hanging in a tree somewhere near your house, would that make you feel uncomfortable? Can I go get it? I want the doll. I want to go pick him up. I want to go pick him up, hang him up in my room. You get uncomfortable on Friday the 13th. No. You ever worry that you're being followed? Nah. Are you afraid of sharks? No, they're like water puppies. Humans are more dangerous than any other animal. You agree highly. Would you consider yourself to be a dangerous person? Yes. I am capable. This goes back to the other thing. Peaceful people are only peaceful if they are capable of extreme violence. Would you choose the death penalty over living the rest of your life in a cell? Yes. If I told you that there were 7 secret messages hidden throughout the last 100 or so questions, would you believe me? Yeah. You believe they might be in danger from a supernatural force? No. Would you get yourself to be mentally stable? Hills. Would you trust your best friend to be alone with your lover? Yes. Would you trust yourself to be alone with your best friend's lover? Yes. If you could leave this life behind and live one of your wildest dreams, never to return to this current time again, would you do it? No. I am quite attached to my friends, my family, and things and people I love, so no. Do you have a specific goal in life that you're determined to achieve? Does having a wife that loves me and kids, does that count as a wild goal? be a be a better dad than I ever got. Yes. Would you say that you sometimes lack motivation? Yeah, that's just kind of the depression noggin. Someone attack you, would you attack them back? Fuck yeah. Are you sure the life you're living is real and not just a figment of your imagination or some crazy in-depth dream? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I am me. If I am dream, that does not stop me from being me. So it's just kind of like, so. If you woke up right now and realized that everything that you knew of this life was a dream and your actual life and everyone in it was entirely different, would you be disappointed with the outcome? No. I would just, keep on keeping. If you could win the lottery, but would only have 7 years to live, would you take the money? No. Now, for the final and most important question. I want you to really think about this one and answer honestly. And answer honestly. There we go. Take your time. Don't answer too quickly. Really think about it. Are you happy? Fuck you. I think I actually hit yes, but you know what? Sure, that's fine. That's a rough one to give people. I'm happy as long as I have my friends and my cat and my books and I got a lot of things I enjoy, so I'd say yes. It just sucks sometimes when you can't enjoy that happiness. But it is there even if I don't feel it all the time. This is all very interesting. I'm going to turn your results into the fear machine and let it decide whether or not it wants to reveal your potential fate. I'll be taking my leave now, but it was nice getting to know you intimately. We'll see you soon. Hopefully, not too soon. I think I have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions and honestly or dishonestly took loads of time to respond or answered quickly if I'm reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. Yeah, no, I'm more of just like, god dang it. I am sweating. It's not even that hot, but for whatever reason, when I get real like passionate about like reading all the stuff and answering the questions and talking and fucking being all box philosophical, I get real excited and I end up overheating. Which also reminds me that I think I just exhale a lot of carbon or like moisture because big dude overheats when excited or anxious or nervous, so whenever I'm in a car, I tend to fog up the window. Like, only my side of the car will be fogged up, but no one else's will be, and the same thing happens to my mother, too. But none of my brothers or any of my sisters do this, but me and mom, oh yeah. We're fogging up the windows because we're anxious and anxiety-ridden messes in the backseat, overheating. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Go for it. Based on what you told me, let me tell you what I see. I see a darkness swirling within your soul. A deep level of anger. There's something inside of you that no one knows about, but perhaps not even you. But you can feel it. I see blood. Lots of blood. Blood on the walls. Blood on the ceiling. Blood on the floor. Blood as far as the eye can see. You awaken, sitting on the floor, against the wall. Slumped over. Confused. Shaken. You look down at your clothes and you're covered in blood. Crimson-soaked cloth tatters on your body. You panic, you worry, you check yourself. It's not your blood. You wonder what happened. You can't remember anything. It's a massacre around you. Bodies litter the floor at your feet, some faces you recognize, some you don't. No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to piece your memory back together. This is a fun moment to mention that I tend to black out in fights like my mother. Like, I have not hurt someone that was, like, important to me, but definitely the people that tried to hurt us have had some technical difficulties with life. At least in my case, I'm a bit more gentle than my mother. My mother left people with scars. I didn't ever do permanent damage. And again, I call her an angel. You stand up, and just as you do, a sudden realization comes over you. Did you just survive a bloodthirsty killer's massacre? Or did no one survive yours? Sirens, lights, voices shouting in the distance. You're no longer alone. Steel cuffs envelop your wrists. You're dragged away, still left wondering what happened. It can all change before it's too late. You don't have to go down this path. The choice is yours. No matter how scared you feel, you might feel sometimes, you're not really afraid to ask for help. You're still standing in the hourglass. But it does fall fast. I go to therapy. I did do that. I did do the ask for help thing. That's why I got medication. Your secret word is bloodthirst. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Well, I got a fucking edgy one, dude. Fucking edgy. Let's see what I did recently, because I recently remembered how to look up my reviews to see what I put previously. Nope. Apparently, I didn't do one for the horoscopes. I don't remember what my last word was for this game. Anyway, though, Bloodthirst. Isn't that fucking edgy? Take a secret word that's assigned to you. I feel like Random has probably like put themselves in an impossible position with all these like secret words that they want to add to their like big RPG game. Like, They put too much hype into it. It's probably going to not be that great. I hope it's good, right? Don't get me wrong. I hope it's good. But I don't think it's going to be, like, fucking mind-blowing, right? It's just going to be... I hope it's just a solid RPG game. That's all. That's my honest hopes. If it's okay, if it's anything decent, I will be extremely thrilled and love it. But I want to keep my hopes, reasonable. It's going to be a good RPG Maker game, not a mind-blowing one, because that's just unfair to have too high expectations on people. It would be like Cyberpunk all over again. Yeah, and as I've already done all of those, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna finish my coffee. I'm gonna drink some water, and I'm gonna record the next one. I did stream earlier today, Capes of Cud, and that was the horoscope. Hopefully, you'll learn something interesting about your friendly neighborhood Avion. Where the hell is my music? There it is. See you next time.